Would there be any advice that you'd give to your 18-year-old self?
I actually think my advice would be to just go with the flow a little bit. Don't be so stressed if things don't work out the way that you think they're going to. In fact, in life, I think most things don't work out the way that you think they're going to. You can certainly have goals and you can have plans, and I still have goals and for what I sort of areas I want to touch on in my career. And I think knowing that I think on average, like people have about 10 careers in their life. I've still got time to sort of achieve those things. I think I've already gone through. No, I'm not that old. I think I've already gone through like 2 careers, even just being in this job. So yeah, I think just go with the flow. You'll figure things out and you figure out the right time to make changes as well. It'll come to a point where it feels right to say, okay, I've had enough of this now. I'm going to try something new. And I think that's the kind of advice I'd give to my 18-year-old self.
Very nice. Now, Josh, what about yourself? You're, 23 now?
Yeah, I turned 23 literally like a week ago.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, happy birthday to Josh.
Wait.
Give me a woohoo.
A week? 2 weeks. I can't
2
remember.
weeks.
It's a bit hazy.
Yeah, so what would you, thinking back to when you were 18, is this anything like what you had sort of planned or envisioned at all?
No. Like straight out of high school, I was just like, yep, going to do a degree in law and journalism. Law was like at the forefront of my mind, essentially. Like I was like, yep, got the marks, I'm going to do it. I did it for a couple of years and like actually started to work in the legal industry as paralegal. And I was like, holy, this is not, this is not the culture for me. I am too loose for that. So basically like I was like, oh shit, I've spent 3 years at uni and I'm kind of like stuck and like I can't give up because there's so much money. And I'm like, fuck. So, but basically no, like where I am now, obviously I started off like during that weird transition as well, like from realizing this isn't what I wanted to do. I was kind of a bit lost and like I started writing, did heaps of weird like odd jobs, not odd jobs because I didn't get paid for them. It was just like publications and stuff. And then I started writing here and that was sort of my first like proper writing gig that I got paid for. So it was very exciting.
Did you ever think, writing you'd make a career out of writing, I guess? I mean, I know things are a little bit different now, but did you ever think that writing was going to be that segue to, a career?
Absolutely. I full on believe that it's like a full on career. And like, obviously like my parents, well, yeah, they were kind of a bit hesitant, like how are you going to make money from writing? Like journalism's a dying industry, blah, blah, blah. And I think that's just, all kind of false. And like, I think it's just a stereotype perpetrated against like people that like to be a bit more creative, that, naturally you're entering an industry that's like a bit dying or like a bit low on money, but it's like sort of the exchange that you have for your passion is like sort of what makes up for the difference of like not having not having as much as a lawyer, because I'm definitely not going to make whatever they effing make, like a lot of money compared to like writing, but like it's what I enjoy doing and it's what I figured out that's the thing that I'm doing. And like, yeah, so like naturally when I was 18, definitely didn't think I'd actually be writing, let alone doing what I'm doing now, which is more than writing. So it's just like, it's a bit bizarre. And I think that's the beauty of it as well, is that, it's not linear. It's not like school, uni, job, or like school, TAFE job, school, educator job. It's like, I'm drawing on the table. I just realized this is a podcast, but like literally like a roller coaster essentially.
Loop to loop.
Yeah, loop to loop. And then you're pretty much just like, and that's like, to me, that's why I don't necessarily set goals, is because I had a goal and it went to shit. Like I was like, this is not the way for me. And I was just like, not necessarily scarred, but like I actually preferred the way that I was doing things after that. And it was just literally taking things as they come, taking opportunities as they come, and just riding with it. Because if I'm so headstrong and head focused like I was with law, and I didn't even try it out until 3 years down my degree, I'd probably still be doing it. And then like come fifth year and I actually tried to leave like with a job. Like what was the point of that? Just debt.
I think you touched on something really important, which is a lesson that I'm still learning. Because like sometimes I look back on my path and I'm a little bit sad that I never really did the university thing. But But I think, society puts this idea into our mind that we have to do things in a particular order at a particular time. And I think the way you just said it, it's beautiful that you kind of just go all around the place and it's not linear and it's just you're figuring it out as you go. Like, that's something really nice to hear, because I feel like, that's something that I kind of struggle with looking back on my time. But I can always go back to uni later if I really want to study something that, I find a new passion that I really want to get to know. Like, that's always going to be there for me. It's not like you have to be there when you're 20, 21.